Respect is like a golden ticket in life. It's something everyone wants, but not everyone gets. Earning respect isn't about being the loudest in the room or always trying to prove you're the best. It's way more than that. While there are many ways to earn respect, Sigma males have one of the most influential and subtle methods to earn people's respect. It's not about playing games or manipulating others, but about some simple but powerful ways these men use to instantly earn respect. Here are 10 of them. Number 1. They always keep their promises. It's not about grand gestures or over-the-top commitments. It's just about those small, everyday promises that Sigma males make sure to fulfill. If they tell their friend they will help them move on Saturday, they show up on Saturday ready to lift boxes. It's that simple. It proves they appreciate people's time and trust, which makes others respect them even more. When someone follows through on their word, it demonstrates reliability and integrity. In a world where it's easy to make promises and not so easy to keep them, being someone who does can really set you apart. It's a straightforward approach, yet so effective. People begin to view you as someone they can rely on, dependable and trustworthy. It earns you respect without having to ask for it. And that's the real trick. Just doing what you promised. Number 2. They say what they mean and mean what they say. Honesty and straightforwardness go a long way. Sigma males don't beat around the bush. When they speak, you can bet it's something worth listening to because they're not just filling the air with idle chatter. They're the type who think before they speak, ensuring that their words align with their beliefs and actions. This kind of integrity is becoming increasingly rare, making people sit up and pay attention. It's not about being blunt or harsh. It's the opposite. They're respectful and considerate, but won't tell you something just because you want to hear it. They'll give you the real truth, but in a thoughtful and sometimes even eye-opening way. And here's the thing. People respect this. We all know where we stand with someone like that, which is refreshing in a world full of half-truths and maybes. It's not just about talking a good game. It's about backing it up with actions that reflect those words. This alignment of actions and words builds trust and naturally earns respect without seeming to try too hard. Number 3. They lead quietly when in charge. Leading quietly is one of those underrated skills that really makes people sit up and take notice. It's all about getting things done without causing a big scene or demanding attention. While alpha males are known for their loud and dominant leadership style, Sigma males prefer a more subtle approach. They don't need to announce their authority. They just show it through their actions and results. They like to operate behind the scenes, working diligently to get things done effectively and efficiently. They are not those who yell the loudest, but those who inspire and empower others quietly. This approach earns them buckets of respect because it shows confidence and competence without needing a spotlight. You won't see them boasting about their accomplishments or bragging about their position. They let their work speak for itself, and that's where the true respect lies, in actions, not words. People respect leaders who give them space to grow and contribute while still steering the ship toward its destination. It's a balance that's hard to achieve but incredibly effective when done right. This kind of leadership doesn't just command respect, it naturally attracts it. Number 4. They do the right thing. Have you ever had a moment when you had to choose between the easy way and the right way? Sigma males often find themselves at these crossroads, but lean towards doing what's right, even when it's not the easiest option. It could mean speaking up against something they know is wrong or taking accountability for their mistakes. By consistently doing the right thing, even when it's not popular or convenient, Sigma males show a strong sense of morality and integrity. How many times have you wanted to say or do the right thing, but were too scared of what others might think? And then suddenly, someone does it, and you can't help but respect them for it. You might immediately back them up, or even take a mental note to be more like them. That's the power of doing the right thing. It's like instant respect points, even from those who might not have looked twice at you before. Number 5. They admit when they're wrong. You know those people who just can't seem to admit when they're wrong, don't you? Like their ego is so big it won't allow them to even consider the possibility they made a mistake. Well, Sigma males are the complete opposite, and it's one of the reasons they're so respected. They have no problem admitting when they're wrong, even if it means apologizing or making changes. Everyone makes mistakes, and owning up to them doesn't make you weak, but rather shows strength and humility. It's a trait that people admire because it takes courage and self-awareness to admit when you're wrong. While others might try to cover up their mistakes or shift the blame onto someone else to appear perfect, these individuals point the finger at themselves and take responsibility. But this honesty is what sets Sigma males apart. It's not about being self-deprecating or putting themselves down. It's about acknowledging a mistake, learning from it, and moving on. This kind of attitude not only earns respect, but also builds trust. Number 6. They don't overcompensate for attention. Unlike those constantly seeking the spotlight with flashy actions or loud boasts, Sigma males take a different route, one that's less about attracting eyes and more about minding their own business. They don't feel the need to overcompensate for attention. You won't catch them trying too hard to be noticed or fighting to be the center of attention. They quietly go about their business, focusing on what matters to them, without needing validation from others. This is not to say that they don't enjoy recognition or praise. They do. But it's not something they need to thrive. They are self-motivated and driven by their own internal sense of purpose, not the external approval of others. They prove that you don't need to shout to be heard. A confident whisper often carries further. Respect is earned not by how much noise you make, but by the quality of your actions and the sincerity behind your words. Number 7. They understand people intuitively. While most people rely on verbal communication to understand others, Sigma males take it one step further. It's like they have a sixth sense that catches what others are feeling and thinking without exchanging words. They're not psychics, but they pay attention to the small details, the tone of voice, the fleeting expressions, and even the unsaid words hanging in the air. This knack for getting into others' shoes not only helps them understand people better, but also prevents potential issues or conflicts early on. They can spot fake people and manipulators from a mile away, making it hard to control or dominate a Sigma. While this skill may seem mysterious to some, it's one of the reasons even the most difficult people respect Sigma males. Number 8. They stir away from gossip. Gossip might seem like a tempting way to connect with others, but it's a trap that can quickly tarnish your reputation. That's why Sigma males make a point to stay clear of it. Talking about someone behind their back won't win you any respect. It does the opposite. When they opt out of gossip, it really says something about who they are. It shows their value for privacy, respect for others, and a maturity that rises above petty conversations. This approach doesn't just protect the people being talked about. It also earns them a solid respect. Think about it. When you're around someone who doesn't gossip, you feel safer sharing with them, knowing they won't spread your stories like wildfire. You start seeing them as trustworthy, the kind of person you respect and feel comfortable relying on. These quiet but powerful choices make a big difference in how others perceive you. Skipping out on gossip might seem minor, but it seriously boosts how much respect you get. Number 9. They are confident but not arrogant. Confidence is something you notice right off the bat, but there's a thin line between being confident and coming off as arrogant. Not only do Sigma males know the difference, but they also know how to walk that line perfectly. They know their worth and aren't afraid to show it, but they do it in a way that's not in your face. It's in the way they talk, sure and steady, but never like they're looking down on you. They're the ones in the room who don't need to raise their voice to be heard or make a big show to prove a point. Their self-assurance is quiet but powerful, making people naturally gravitate towards them and listen when they speak. This kind of confidence doesn't just command respect, it earns it effortlessly. Their confidence comes from within, and it's not something they have to flaunt. They are comfortable with who they are and don't feel the need to compare themselves to others. You can see their confidence in how they carry themselves and in the choices they make. It's a quiet assurance that makes others feel at ease around them. And this is perhaps one of the most attractive qualities of Sigma males, their humble confidence that demands respect without asking for it. Number 10. They don't let emotions get the best of them. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to get swept away by emotions, but there's something incredibly respectful about those who keep their cool when everything else is heating up. Sigma males have a knack for staying calm and making rational decisions, no matter what life throws at them. It's not about hiding their feelings or acting like robots. They fully feel their emotions but know not to let those feelings cloud their judgment or dictate their actions. People start to see them as someone they can rely on, a steady ship in any storm. When things are going sideways, they're the ones you'd naturally gravitate towards because you know they won't lose their cool. It makes others feel more secure and confident in their presence. And that's the key to earning respect. Being someone others can rely on, even when they're feeling overwhelmed or emotional themselves. It shows maturity, strength, and composure, and that's something everyone respects.